Oh, yes. Thank you, Kristen. If everyone can pass in their homework, can pass Dr. Jenkins their poetry. And is Evelyn Noel here? Yes, okay, there you are. Next, Evelyn Noel.
So this evening I'm reading from Gold on Greyota, Beowulf and Cultural Appropriation, which was my senior project. It combined critical analysis of 3 translations of Beowulf with poetic sort of interludes that help to explain the literary criticism. So tonight I'm reading from the poetic interludes. Shining covers, glossy images, glimmer over, color what within, flecks, falls, and fades, paper flecking shelves. Bound, acted out, a typeset photograph hides ink strokes, tongue strokes, blurring into dust, our hoarded richness smoking from our grasp. Beowulf is not only about the tenuousness of culture's existence, but it enacts that tenuousness, as it is itself the relic of a ruined society, words shouted silenced, language incinerated, these stable patterns, house walls, weapons, grammar, battered, shattered, broken, burned, slashed through, tongues, eroding terror, terrifying. Sung was the lay was sung, once sung lay, sang life once, skeleton. The Anglo-Saxons sang a language of words for light, Shianan, Fa, Lixan, Leoma, but few words for color. They sang golda, a color to be weighed, a color that flickered and glowed. They sang a language of fleeting permanence, light weight. Sung gold melted into memories, story changing with each telling. To peer through Beowulf's current masquerade behind plastic and paper, understand it first as deriving from this ancient oral culture. This Shop is a myth, shadow behind scribe glancing over shoulder, writing backward over centuries of singing. So the poem descends from tongues onto pages, shadows imprinted on stained parchment, sung words silenced. Breaking apart symmetrical classical patterns, this intertwining bejeweled work waits on the fringes. Lingering, gleaming on the fringes, its own winding glory reflecting our glimmer of prosperity, the shimmer of neon lights, liberty, equality, freedom, a land of, mirrored in old gold of Hrothgar and Beowulf, justice, patterned wear, and weavers, weird. The singer reveals echoes. See not only the hall's gold-hung gables, but hear of its shadows, hear fire devouring the bone cage. We tremble, beginning to hear our ashes, ashes, smoke spiral upward. Feud ripped their peace webs and ours, our flashing and glimmering, our plastic and paper and film falls. Benjamin quotes war beautiful, quotes smoke spiraling from broken villages beautiful, quotes tanks and plane formations beautiful. Dragon cycles around to devour its own tail, and we blind, deaf, echoes. Hrothgar held the sword hilt carefully in his hands, peered at it, tried to parse the runes. Were they giants, or a tribe whose name coincided with Ent? When reading, wrestle with the sword hilt. Rusting violence, it reminds, we slaughter one another and are slaughtered. Read made memories of conflict forgotten. Why read this? Unsettling, it shines on the margins, tapestries the Danes hung in the hall for Beowulf's victory feast, shining on the walls, pictures of battle fraying at the edges, at the Ters, insufferable, terrifying. Hoke's daughter, Hrethel, Wiglaf, accuse us. Scream monsters indistinguish up. Silhouettes flickering over tapestries loom monstrous in fire headlights. Film leaps, shapes slash, blurring flame fang so that in Bede, a counselor advised King's belief because they were sparrows flying through the hall and shadows roaring desolately, ripping, whirling through hall, ripping, so that because we end like them, hero, we require you. Armed immortal, let us slash, bruise, beat, seek, break. You visit hall feasted by monsters. Death, ash, our offered wine. When fury transience exhausts, you ignite, ascend, flesh beautiful, coalesce, ash, bring bone, bright scarred alive. Sing us.